And welcome back. We have hit episode 65 for Half Hour Henshin. As always, taking you on the journey of Tokusatsu. It is me, Sleepy Witch, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talking Tuber.
UFO-X is here.
Yeah, oh man, and now I really want to buy a really bulky toy.
You are not the only one, okay? The Gotch Excalibur is very funny. Man.
Like, I did not expect it to fold. Like, the fact that it folded, I was like, yes! Amazing.
I thought the blade was just gonna, retract inwards, yeah.
No, but it apparently folds, and you just put it on top at that little slot that I was, looking at.
Nope, yep. That is... I mean, it was a cool episode. I kind of wish we would have gotten maybe, some more makeup on, the senpai, because they were like, oh, this is killing him, but he just kind of looked the same.
A little bit. But man, yeah, the sisters are still just they are not giving they're not giving a shit at all.
Yep. In this episode, we got to see a bit of what I've been assuming that we were going to see eventually, which is that there is corruption within the alchemists. Them being like, hey man, we gotta save this kid, and then immediately being like, but have you gotten all the chemi cards yet? We really don't gotta worry about him. He's dead, basically. Just let him die.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's that. We also got the whole what do you care? You're just gonna erase their memories anyways to the teacher. like there's just a lot of call outs this episode.
Yep. And then we got Ichinose basically dreaming about killing Sabimaru and trying to figure out, he's like, there's gotta be a different way to use this sword. Which, obviously makes sense in context, but outside of context, it's like, you gave me a blade. How do I use this to not kill him?
Yeah. And we also got some cute moments too, because you said, wait, no, I could use UFO-X with this. And then they basically get together to try calling UFO-X together. And even Kajiki gets in on it too. And it's
Kajiki was the funniest part, because that man had no idea what was going on, but he was down.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you guys are looking for a UFO? Yeah, I want to join in too. Not realizing that they were looking for a legitimate UFO. Oh,
okay,
man.
Wait, just so we're clear, Kajiki did think they were looking for a legitimate UFO. Kajiki just doesn't know that it's real.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love that occult stuff. Man.
We got, I want to say, oh god, the transformation is so fucking funny. I love how dumb this suit looks. It looks so funny. I love that he's got a little alien on his head.
Yeah, it's also really funny too, because he basically has to fold it, put it in, and then put the card in, and then when he does his finisher, he takes it out, he does it again, and just to do it again. It's so funny how he has to go through the entire process twice. It's so funny.
I also just really enjoy the fact that he was like, how do I use this sword to not kill him? I'll transform, and then use the sword to kill him.
Yeah, it's so wild. This show, man. This show's great. What's pretty great though is that Ichinose still believes in the Kemi. He believes in hope, and it shocks everyone because it actually goes against everything all the laws they believe in.
Yep. Also, we get a really fucking funny kick from this show. The rotational gravity kick is really funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of unintentional funniness in the show. It's great, and some legitimately funny stuff. Oh man, it's so good. I'm really enjoying it. What else is there? What else is there to talk about in this episode?
I mean, we got to see the teacher fight more on terms with the Abyssal Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They still have the Dread Driver, which, going back to this was only Dread times 0, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, talking about the Dread Driver, I was laughing because I was laughing at how bulky the Gotcha Excalibur was, and then they have a really big zoom in on the Dread Driver, and that thing is huge. That thing is almost as big as what is it, Lachesis' head? I forgot which one, the small sister.
It does. That's what I was telling you, that if they had to put this on the wrist, that would be insane. It's too big.
Yeah, but it's so freaking huge, man. But man,
the Dread transformation. The Dread transformation is really cool, though. We got to see some really good transformations. A really fun fight with. I love that the UFO spins around to dodge in the air.
Oh, yep.
That's the perfect amount of goofiness that fits. And, oh my god. Just a very cute, wholesome episode. No, we got to see the teacher believing in them and stopping Spanner from just straight up killing.
Yeah, Spanner would want to do that immediately.
I mean, yeah. But everyone believed, and he managed to make a miracle. And I mean, that's kind of the vibe of Kamen Rider anyway. So.
Yeah, oh man, I was just what's great. I was just reading something earlier today on Twitter, and it was it's one thing I really appreciate about tokusatsu actors is that because they pretty much have to because there will always be heroes, and there's always a need for heroes, especially for kids to look up to. They basically embody the heroes themselves outside of it, and they just seem to just really enjoy the fact that they got to be a hero, because oh man, it's it reminds me of this one clip I saw where it's I think it was for a Bleach premiere or some sort of movie that the Forza actor was there for, but a little kid had a little Forza toy, and he basically went over and basically held the toy, and then he gave it back to the kid all happy. It was so cute. I they really embody them being hero.
That's adorable. If I do get my shit together in time to go to Power Morphicon, I gotta watch Decade, and we can go try to meet him with the Decade drivers.
Oh, I'm immediately okay. So, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so interlude before we get to Ultraman. Yeah, so we basically learned that Power Morphicon, which is going to be in Pasadena, California, in August. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just saying this because I'm excited for it, because as everyone that's heard this podcast knows, my two favorite writers are Forze and Decade, and the fact that Masahiro Inoue, aka Jasaris, aka I think Jinga from Garo, aka Decade, is going to be at Power Morphicon, which is the sister con to Japan World Heroes. It's just that they basically do it biannually. They switch off which ones which every year. And I went to Japan World Heroes last year. It was great. I got to see Gaim in person, and that was great. So getting to see Decade, even better. I honestly I don't know how much signatures are going to cost. I'm assuming because it's going to probably be $35-$40 per signature. I'm probably going to make sure I save up enough money for it. I'm going to have them sign so much stuff because don't forget, yeah, exactly. I specifically got a box of gacha cards to try and get the Decade Kemi, and I did. So do I have him sign a Decade Kemi? It's I don't know what else I want to have him sign. There's just so much. I really love Decade, man.
No, that's nice. I think that's really cool. Hopefully I'll figure my shit out and be able to go, but
yeah. Oh, actually, wait. What was the next episode that we're getting for Gotchard? What?
We're getting T-Rex X.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's the animal level 10.
Yep, and it's gonna be intense. I mean, it looks cute. It looks like people think T-Rex is eating and killing people, and Ichinose is gonna believe in him, and then we get him to transform into the T-Rex suit. So, I mean, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, normally whenever we record these, I normally have the episodes with me as well too to watch, but because I'm currently traveling for this week and the next 2 weeks essentially, I'm not able to do that. So I basically have to rely on Sleepy to jog my memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
But honestly, we got your boys episode in Ultraman.
It's really funny because everyone's been calling me out for this. Like, it's like you were waiting for wait, was it
Teriyaki?
Yeah, Teriyaki episode, weren't you? Like, yes, and then we saw it. Like, okay, so first of all, it is messed up that they basically lied about his dad, like getting hurt, so that he basically come home for an arranged marriage. I mean, I know that's a thing in Japan, but like, come on.
Okay, we haven't talked about the funniest part, which is the fact the episode begins with them performing a play.
That's right.
Scarred has been given a mission, and the mission is basically just putting on this play for school children that is basically what to do if a kaiju attacks. PSA.
Yeah, and it's funny too because like it's like, man, they didn't do this humiliating stuff because the captain got fired in the last episode.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so it's like, oh man, they like as much as it was needed for the it's like it really showed how much the captain was preventing from them having to do menial tasks like this. But it sucks. It sucks for them so much.
I mean,
oh man.
That is how it is. But yep, Teriyaki goes back home. We find out about his, farming village, basically. And big reveal, there are kaiju here. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, it was basically like a pestilence kaiju, essentially. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, it's basically just like a bunch of like pestilence like destroying crops, and it was like really messed up because like if you know about like a lot about Japan, like farming is such a big thing there. Like,
that's a big part of the culture. It's a big part of the land is used for that. Also, right before we get to this, we did get, I don't know if you saw the ad, because I know sometimes I skip them through the video, but we do have the announcement of the Ultraman Blazer movie coming soon.
Yes, I saw that. Like, it was really funny too because luckily, I think they specifically did this because they know people that are watching on YouTube would probably just skip straight to like the next portion of the episode. Like, they specifically put it after they put it as the first thing after during the first commercial break, and you're like, oh, more Blazer, okay. Oh, movie, okay.
It just confused me because I told you I've been watching the English dub for Blazer, and so having it switch to Blazer but just be in Japanese all of a sudden because they don't dub the commercials, I was like, wait a minute, what did I just do?
Yeah. I'm the one that watches in Japanese.
I just thought it was really cool that they would go through all the trouble of dubbing it, and I feel like I like English dubs on live action. I feel like work a lot more for me than English dubs on anime sometimes.
It really it all really all depends on the direction and the enthusiasm, especially for the characters. Because I think what is it? Johnny Young Bosch is Gento, and he was so excited to do it. And as we all know, he's Adam Park, Black Ranger.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. I feel like it depends on the series. Because there are some anime English dubs that I really like. So, specifically the two that come to mind off the top of my head are Trigun and Cowboy Bebop.
Yep. Wait, isn't one of those also Johnny Young? Is it Trigun also Johnny Young Bosch as well?
Yeah, that was what I was getting at. Because he plays Vash the Stampede.
Yeah.
Which is a very different voice from Gento, because he has that kind of pathetic squeaky voice when he's doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard. I haven't watched Trigun in so long because it's it's old at this point now, and now that we have Trigun Stampede, so there's that too.
I mean, I did watch that too. To be fair, I rewatched Trigun in preparation for Stampede. And this is a little detour while we're talking about older, in this case I'm going to bring up next. You excited for the Gurren Lagann movies to come to the United States?
Wait, what?
Oh, did you not see? Apparently the two Gurren Lagann movies are coming to theaters.
Oh oh damn. Okay, well, I guess I'll get tickets for them because those movies are actually good.
I haven't actually seen the movie because I know it's like the two like recap movies, right? It's like the
No,
pre-con
okay,
or
so the first one is definitely a recap. A lot of anime movies that are like two parts definitely do this. Where like the first one is going to be mostly a recap, and then the second one is going to be somewhat recap, but it goes off on a different tangent or like goes further. Because it is Gurren Lagann, and I cannot tell you because there are some amazing scenes in the second movie.
okay.
Like
So
when people hear Gurren Lagann's second movie, there's normally one scene that comes to mind for a lot of people. Well,
okay,
maybe two,
I
but still,
gotcha.
there's yeah,
No,
it's good.
I
It's
I
good.
know I need to. I need to rewatch some Gurren Lagann soon, so I might do that in preparation for those. But
Yeah, but yeah, back to Blazer.
back to Blizzard.
I like how that was like essentially like a commercial break because we were talking about a commercial during his commercial break.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just what happens.
Yeah. We got these bugs. I really like the like mid-size bug suits, like the medium-size ones. They look pretty nice. I like just the concept of like they're bugs, so like some of the bug kaiju would just be human size, but the bugs are so much smaller.
Mm. And then we had to deal with a kaiju size, and then deploy Earth Guard. Wait, but are we supposed to do this play? We'll ask for permission later. Or was it? No. We have prior permission. That's what the line was. It was something like that.
Yeah,
We have prior permission.
And in English, he was like, "Don't worry, I have a special plan." What's your special plan? Beg for forgiveness.
Oh man, I always love that. It's easier to It's easier to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
Literally.
And the employees actually still in the costumes, or it's so funny. Like obviously they had to change out of it, but I mean still, it's just really funny that they're basically like responding to this serious thing, and they're just wearing these absurd outfits.
I mean, yeah, literally. But they deploy. We get to see, basically, Teraki's dad grow to appreciate his work and what he does, based with all of like, oh my god, this is super dangerous. I always loved the way I fight. I learned it from you.
It's so cheesy, but it's always great.
I cheesy in a way that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I mean, the Blazer fight is just generally pretty fun. I feel like everything with him is really fun. But watching Teraraki, like, blow up the bugs and just be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, like, as always, like, kaiju are part of the natural world, and we're trying to keep balance. But also, you can't let these guys just destroy the whole farming village, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's also like kind of scary too because like kind of talking about like natural order as we always tend to do about Blazer. It's like it's like they look so distraught when their fields are destroyed by these kaiju. So it made sense that they had to destroy them because natural order. Yeah,
they're losing their whole lives too. Like that's how they make money. That's how they survive. Like if that's what you've dedicated your life to, you can't just like go get another job.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the entire concept of Monster Hunter. You're basically just fixing the ecology.
True.
Yeah. And then at the end of the episode, we get a callback to the beginning of the episode. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't worry. Our permission was that we have to do this play every prefecture.
Yeah. So I love that in the English. Because here's the thing, I watch it in English dub, but I still have the subtitles on, so I see what the subtitle translations are. Mm-hmm. And I like how Bondo's Japanese translation was like, oh, I'm giving up now. But like his English dub was like, I'm thinking of quitting.
It's so humiliating for them, but it makes sense because it's like saying, oh, hey, they almost found something that makes us look bad. We're just going to humiliate them. At the same time, I mean, even if it's not specifically meant to be a reference to it, that is a very Japanese thing to do, where they can't fire you outright, but they will embarrass you. They will like give you just shit work to do to force you to quit.
Yeah,
So they can't fire you.
Yeah, it's rough. But speaking about embarrassment, due to various and sundry circumstances that I'll omit for time, Rita recovers Goku. Oh my god. Just the fact that in the intro, Jeremy's like, haha, let's not worry about what we did last episode, but we got Goku back.
Yeah. Actually, wait, what was the next episode for Blazer?
Oh, right. Big Bird is back. Speed
Yes.
Kaiju's back, and we get to see U-Wings for Earth Garon, our very defeatable boy.
Oh, that's right. This is like Mod 3 at this point now?
I think that's what they called it. It's Earth Garon's third power. It's really funny because Earth Garon's second power was flying, and I guess its third power is flying even more.
Yeah. And we're talking about more bugs anyways now, so yeah, like you said, for reasons we're just gonna admit, yeah, Gokun's back.
We're just gonna forget about Rita being an enemy. No one has to worry about that. It looks like we are going to deal with taking back Inscopa. Yeah, Inscopa, and
where do we even start with this episode? Because I feel like there was like a lot of intertwined things that were happening in this episode, obviously.
I think the beginning is a good place, just because I like the acknowledgement from Yanma that, like, hey, if they wanted to kill us, they just could. Specifically because, Duggan can just insta-kill the planet whenever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't. Because they're fucking around.
Yep. Yeah, Doug does just a kid. It's like saying, yeah, I'll make them destroy themselves. Yeah, like he has just been that powerful, just toying with them. But like it's really weird because hey, cool, we're gonna make another Gurren Lagann reference because at least like in Gurren Lagann, like what they did is that the anti-spiral matched them with the spiral being's power, so that they could basically like say, oh cool, we got all this power. No, we're gonna meet you and crush that power to make you feel hopeless, to make you stop evolving. But we're not getting that with Doug Dead. Doug Dead is just my toys aren't breaking the way I want them to.
Yep. And Yanma basically theorizes that, like, hey, there's a hidden command in the OG Saber, and there should be a hidden command in all of the current weapons, and I think the Galactic King had something to do with them because these weapons are way older than anything we have now, but they're more advanced.
Yeah, which is also super cool because, and then after that, like, it basically sets up like the super cool lineup for both of them to like clash with each other. It's so good. Like, I love the way they do this, and the way they're going to do this is take on Nkosuba. But actually, what's really funny is that like this hidden power that that they're doing, it's kind of crazy. Like other than the crown, we haven't really gotten many toys other than the mecha for King Oger. So it's a way for them to like do something with the transformation to do something with their transformation device, which is just literally the Bop It.
Yeah, the big thing is, like, I wonder if that was to do with the fact they were going to release so many mecha toys because of how many shootouts they are. They were like, we can't be adding extra stuff for them to buy.
Yeah, which is really funny too, because like like it feels like they've released everything they could for King Oger, because like I think they don't have a collectible toy really, unlike Zenkaiger, Don Bros, and I think even actually no, I was also about to say Cure Major, which is before that, but no, yeah, like we had Sentai years for those two shows, but this one it just has the Bop It and the Mecha and the Crown.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's pretty great. It's pretty great what they do with this episode, because like obviously they have a plan. They're, like they have like this portable ultra computer that they need to connect to the main computer to basically unlock the thing. And the way they do it is that one of them is a decoy, and each of them are going to carry one.
Yeah, it's the opposite. They're all decoys. One of them is real.
Oh, yeah. They're all decoys except one is real. And so it's like, if one of us loses, we lose. And they basically go off. And they basically, have a couple, I think there's, a one dual fight. Everything else is, a one-on-one. And it's just, they're still not strong enough. It's actually kind of cool how, they're showing them not being strong enough. And, each of them, systematically getting each of their... each of their butts kicked, the poop coming out, and then
I think the funniest thing about this is the fact that Doug has decided hey guys, you guys have been fucking around too much. Let's be serious. So now that they're serious, we're seeing that they can actually just kick the Rangers' asses at any point in time, and they destroy all the supercomputers, only to find out that I just like the vibe that Yama put a little buzzer and the little poop inside, poop.
What was even greater was that Hibil basically crushes one within her hands, and the poop just ends up in her hands, and it's so funny. It's so Yanma, and it's like this idiot, and he's just laughing his butt off. And he said, "Guess what? Nah, all of them were fake.
Yeah,
shit, God had the real one."
This I was gonna say, well, not even I was like he had the real one, but we already needed it. We just needed it for the command. We already figured all that out. We didn't even need to do this. This is just to get all of you guys out here.
Yeah. And then we get a really sick mode, even if some of it technically was a bit of body horror. Oh, man.
Yeah. So, the Fangs of Rebellion mode, first, the mech sprouting all the multiple limbs.
Yeah, that was a bit creepy.
That's the only thing I think that they could release. More mechs.
Yeah, I'm actually curious if they're actually gonna make them combine in that way. So,
we'll figure that out soon.
Yeah.
The big thing, Wings of Rebellion gives them the boost. It's literally killing them to use it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They finally managed to overpower some of the Jesters. Basically decide to leave, and when they're right about to kill Pink Lady, the ninja accidentally teleports himself for her, and he takes the bold brunt and dies.
Yeah, but it's so cool the reason why that happened. Because we find out what Dabowski was doing during his crime time.
Oh my god. I was so happy about this, by the way. Because, first of all, they do this, and you're like, why did he do that? And then you cut to Dugdad talking to Rackles, and he's like, hey, you got him killed on purpose, didn't you?
It's like, oh, I guess you're really a jester, aren't you? Yeah, make me one. Oh. Oh, man, that was one great twist. I love that.
No, it was great. It gave us a little bit of flair for both Rackles and Dabowski this episode. Even though, obviously, the star was Yanma, but we've all been defeated, only for Yanma to be like, that was my plan all along, was really funny.
Oh, man. But at the same time, I really wonder if, do you think Rackles is actually believing in Gira at this point and saying, okay, you know what, maybe we can fight against them?
I still don't know if Rackles is, alive or dead.
I mean, either way,
because if he's back as a mechanical being, I don't know. I want to believe that he does believe in Gira, but at the same time, it's too early to tell.
Yeah. Also, what episode was this? It was 39, I think.
39. Also,
okay.
During this, when we get some really nice zoom-ins of Duggad's head when he's talking to Rackles, you can clearly see, there is a little guy in there, right?
Yeah.
I love that. I love there's just a little guy in there.
Yeah. And just for me to bring up, hey, LOL, Gurren Lagann stuff. Don't forget, if you remember the anti-spiral, in the middle of, the anti-spiral's head was just a planet of anti-spirals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, not being those allegations, but oh god, next episode, the evil within Gira awakens. The real Tyrant King is here. It looks like
again.
Yep, I am the king and the prince. And, I mean, it looks like he might be using King Odra to destroy the town. Our favorite NPC, or I call him an NPC, but our favorite side actor, yelling at Gira yet again. Prince comes back.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Prince is coming back this episode. Like, I'm surprised that they're bringing him like so often.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the same time, what I'm really hoping for is that we do get to see Uzusemi and King. Like, I really want to see them. Like, please let me see my boys.
I hope so. That'd be fun. But
yeah,
we get to see something control Gira. I'm gonna go back to talking about how he might have the soul of a shoe god in him, which might make him easier to control, because that's why Kurogan has no soul. But in general, and also this could be why he lost his memories. Maybe this is all finally going to be explained.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, because we really don't know what happened after the Fury of the Gods with Gira, like how he ended up in the orphanage and all that stuff. But we will see. But also, so Himeno's actress posted a picture. I'm not sure if it was on Instagram or somewhere else, but we actually did get a confirmation that the final episode is going to be on February 18th, and it's going to be a 49 episode series. So we have 10 episodes left, guys.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, like there's one more here. I don't know if it's like meant to be a special, but there is like one more thing afterwards for it. So I'm assuming it's like, probably just like a special episode, probably in between that and Boom Boonger. Oh, that's right. I forgot that it was called Boom Boonger.
Yeah, we'll theorize about Boom Boonger more when we have more info on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, normally by now we would have seen the silhouettes, but
hey,
surprisingly not.
Maybe in time for Christmas.
Yeah, actually, wait, didn't King Odra start in February?
I think so.
Yeah, because so maybe it's just a month later than we're normally used to. Because obviously, I think they had like 2 or 3 like skipped weeks, and then of course well, I mean, this is also including the upcoming most likely New Year's or Christmas episode they're going to be skipping, or a week they're going to be skipping. Right. So yeah, maybe it might be starting a little bit later. So yeah, like, and then they have the special episode coming up as well too. So technically, it's a 50 episode series. When I think Dawn Brothers was only 48 too. So yeah, I think Boon Boonger is going to be showing up later, and hopefully whatever toy catalog we get, we will finally see our silhouettes. I've been like just waiting for. I've just been like, one of my buddies just been like just sending me like news or just like memes lately, like immediately as they come out, and I'm like, man, I cannot wait.
I mean, it's exciting. It's a really funny title, so I can't wait to see what we're getting there, as always. But as always, we will be back next week, probably at some weird time, since he will continue to be traveling and be in Japan at the time.
Yup.
As always, for the couple of you who do, thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry if I was soft. I'm trying not to wake up my roommate because it's really late for me.
Yeah, I know, right? If you ever watch comedies like Troy and Abed in the morning nights. But yeah, and I'm DJ Azure, the 2.5D here talking to her.
Later. We will see you later.
This program is brought to you by
our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.